It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Meet Moziah. He's the teenager behind Mo's Bows. That's right. He was the CEO. And this business, it just took off from the very beginning. And one of the reasons why it took off is, well, number one, he had a great product. Number two, he was able to get on Shark Tank. And then number three, he did some collaboration with some NBA teams. And despite all of this that was going on, and boy, is that a lot going on or what? Does that sound like a good way to start your business? He still has some challenges. And the challenge was, how does he sustain what he has? And then if he is able to sustain it and hold on to the momentum, how does he grow it in the midst of competition that was coming in doing bow ties? And the market was constantly changing. Right? We ever faced those challenges before? Now, you got to remember, Moziah was a teenager. He started with a very small team. You know what the team was? His mom, and as he would call his granny, by the way. And imagine being a young kid, or I should say a teenager, I should say that, having to deal with school, having to deal with all the pressure, and at the same time running a business because he had these design and these concepts that were really taking off. And so one of the things that he was able to do, and as his turning point came, when he embraced the concept having a sales system. He didn't call it that, but looking back now, that's exactly what he did. And he said part of his system would be through collaborations, and it would be through alliances. And although he had some successes early on, he said, what if I can go back and revisit that? How can I get in front of folks who could help me get in front of my clients? Now, he didn't have an MBA. Wasn't like he had been to Wharton or any type of business school at that time, but he had an idea. And you know, when it comes to sales, the number one goal is you solve a problem. Now, how do I get my product in front of people who have a way that they can help solve it? And as a result of doing that, by the way, as a result of doing that, he was able to get two big collaborations to just change the trajectory of his business. Number one, through his sales system, his sales meeting, his sales strategy, Haan came aboard. Not a bad partner for bow ties, right? Then from there, he also got Neiman Marcus. And so today, the big conglomerate that we know, Mo's Bows, is a direct result of three things. Number one, having a sales system. Number two, having a sales strategy that included collaboration. And the collaboration, I like to say all the time, a collaboration crushes competition. And number three, it was being willing to institute new technology as the market changes. When you do those things, you will see your sales go up, 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 in a way. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. I want to welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. As we like to start every single morning the exact same way. And it is our mantra that we say every day. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why is that? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And what's the big takeaway? Selling is serious business. Repeat after me. Selling is serious business. In fact, go ahead and repeat these words after me right now. When you see them pop up right now, repeat these words to me right now. And here they are. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Wow, what a good mantra to have. And then after we do that, we do our mantra, we do our pledge. And our pledge is something that we say as CEOs to our sales department. And our pledge as a CEO to the sales department is we're going to learn, we're going to earn, and we're going to return. And man, what a way. And that's something we can say every single day. Repeat after me these words. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must earn, I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. When you do that, you will see your sales continue to increase. And then the next big area is our objective. Why do we get together? Three objectives. Number one, sales progress. You're going to get a little bit better every time you show up. I'm honored to be a part of your sales meeting this morning. I'm honored to be in the conversation with you, by the way. And so we're going to make ourselves better. Number two, behind that, it is also to handle any roadblocks that are out there. And number three, to understand the 5 sales pillars. I say them every morning. I'm glad you're here. You can probably repeat after me if you want. The 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be profitable. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Number 2 sales pillar is you must understand your sales cycle that clients go through. Number 3 it's very important that you have a sales message. Number 4, sales pillar is the sales dashboard, what gets measured, gets managed. We spend a good amount of time on that doing this every segment. And then number 5, you got to have a 7-figure sales team. Even if you are the sales team, you've got to have a sales team. When you have those 5 sales pillars, it makes it much easier for you to accomplish your mission, your goals, and your objectives. For those folks who tune in every single morning, let me first welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. Do me a favor, if you're watching live, look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. I know it's like kindergarten, but it's not. Hashtag I'm here lets me know you're in the building. You can see me, and I get a chance to see you, by the way. For those folks that want to remain private, drop me a DM over at I am Che Brown. If you're watching the replay, I love getting the messages. I love getting the DMs. Put a hashtag replay. You can't be here every morning. And if you're watching on Roku or Apple TV or any of the on-demand platforms, by the way, Amazon Fire, YouTube Live, or Twitch, whichever one you're on, or even if you listen to the podcast, thanks so much. We appreciate you. We honor you. Thanks for inviting me into your headset or into your smart device. I appreciate that so much, by the way. We really have an outcome. And our number one outcome when we show up is to make sure that you understand the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. We know you know how to sell, but our big why is it's all about sales growth. It's all about accountability. And isn't that so true? Isn't it so true that we'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves? So just the fact you show up, the fact these ideas are top of mind to you, you're more likely to execute, you're more likely to take action on it. And then last one is consistency. And you may have heard this before. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle the most with still? Yeah, it's consistency. So we ask for 15 minutes a day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. We ask for 15 minutes a day. And in that 15 minutes, you get an opportunity to do exactly what you're doing now, which is be in this conversation. And our number one outcome that has remained consistent and hasn't changed, our number one outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. And this is over and beyond whatever you earn today. You're earning $100,000 a month. Now, the question typically comes up, Shay, that's a good number. I want to get there, or I'm there and I'm trying to double that number. But what should I be doing? What should I be looking at as the CEO? What should I be managing as a CEO? I get what goes on in the sales department. Matter of fact, some of you are still running sales calls yourself. And so I share the tool, the number one tool to help you get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable income. And that is the CEO Sales Dashboard. And it was created specifically for you. So as you're listening, you might be like me. You've got a lot of things going on. You've got the emails, you got to respond, the text messages, social media, you've got reports, you're writing, you just managing the team, you're managing personnel, you're managing branding, marketing, sales, automation, technology. You're anything and everything right now. Even if you got folks you've hired, you're still responsible. So let me give you the 5 components because it's helped a number of our clients and it's going to help you as well. You can download the CEO Sales Dashboard over at www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. You can download it now. But there are really 5 sales. It's really 5 core areas. And I want you to look at these and think about your own business. We'll look at one in particular. But there's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And each of these by themselves are powerful. Any one of these 5 levers, you get better at generating leads, you're going to solve more problems. Your team gets so much better at setting appointments and running appointments that are qualified. The magic happens. They make offers, they close deals, they all work. But here's what you have to look at. As a CEO, I know you know this already, but you provide the resources to the sales department, you provide the people to the sales department, and you certainly approve the processes that the sales department is using. So now we're going to look at each of those 5 levers, and you can go back and look at the sales system in its totality and see which one of those you need to pull. If you haven't downloaded, you can open it up now. Just open up your CEO Sales Dashboard. Here it is here, just to have a visual. And at the top of the CEO Sales Dashboard, you'll see we have dates going across. Here are some examples. So you go all the way across to today's date. Then you'll look on the left-hand side and you'll see there's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And each of these have subcategories that could be changed. They really can, not a big deal. But today I want to look at and really focus on the one area that I think makes the difference, and that is repeat business. And we know, and if you don't, I'll just be repeating for many of you, that 80% of every dollar typically is going towards bringing in new clients. But when we can go to existing clients and they buy additional products, that's revenue that comes in that saves us money, but it also generates the revenue for the bottom line, okay, especially when it's profitable. So let's take a look now at how we're doing in repeat business. Now we have a chart. We're going to show that to you here. And you go to repeat business. I want you to take a look at that. In that, just for performance for yesterday, for the sales department, just yesterday, I want you to put how much revenue did you sell yesterday that was an existing client buying a new product. So if I go to Apple today, and I believe God is a woman, I believe that the woman has an iPhone, or who else would create an iPhone? Let's say we're a woman. And I decide I've got a MacBook Pro, but I want to buy an Apple Watch. That's a new product. Then I want you to look at the other side and say existing products. So Shay already owned a MacBook Pro. He had a challenge. He had to go back in. He bought an existing product, and he bought a cover for his MacBook Pro. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's revenue comes in. And then some of you have membership-driven organizations. They're part of a subscription program. So when you sell something in January and they're subscribing every month, let's say it's $1,000 a month, that $1,000 is really $12,000, a rule of 72. So you're looking at how many new folks joined your membership, and then there's always a percentage that may churn. Now, again, you're all in different places, different spaces, but I want you to look at that very, very closely right now. Plug those numbers in. If you got to do it yourself, do it yourself. Do it during this 15 minutes that you and I have together. If you got to hire someone, have it ready every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, you're like, look, your role is to have this to me so that at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I can pull this up. I'm only spending 15 minutes of my time. I'm looking at it. I'm managing it. Why, Shay? Because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Please put that in your notes. Please do that now. And then we have another segment. After you go to CEO Sales Dashboard, which for many of you is all you need. That will change your life. We have a segment called Celebrate Wins. We go back and we look at, what's working? What's not working? Where do we need to make improvements? So powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what are you most proud of for the sales department? What's the biggest accomplishment for the sales department yesterday? And what's the one thing you just want to brag about? The sales department's been up to some amazing things. They're launching it. It's coming out. You're so proud. You can't wait. What is it? Go ahead and write that down now. And yeah, we're not going to say everything's perfect. I get that. I understand that. So I hear what some of you are saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, if you want to call it that, by the way. So we want to look at some obstacles that are out there, some challenges that are out there. So now that we celebrate our wins, we pat ourselves on the back, we acknowledge what's working, we're going to go to the other side and say, what are some changes we need to make? And what do those changes look like? So do me a favor. Powerful people ask what? Powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move the needle. It would change where you are. There's some challenges. I get it. It's not easy. I get it. If it was easy, as they say, everybody would do it. And everybody is not doing it, but it's possible. If someone else has done it, so can you. And as a CEO, yes, you can raise the standards inside of the sales department. We can solve problems. We can make a big difference. That's why we're here in business. You don't need me for that, but I will give you my message of the day. My message of the day is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Take a look at the performance. Don't judge. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say if you did a good job or bad job. Understand and know the numbers and then allocate the resources to the right area so that you can change the trajectory of the company to achieve the mission, goals, and objectives that you have set. You do that, and you will be successful. With that being said, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. My name is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Drop me a DM over at I am Shay Brown. I respond to every message, and we make this much clearer because of all the feedback we've been getting from all of you. Thank you with that. I appreciate you so much. With that being said, make it a great day, everyone, and we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you success. Peace out. We God.